And we've been live on Instagram and on TikTok for a couple minutes, just, talking to folks about stuff. Someone from Winnipeg says hello. So now you're hello on all platforms. My name is Sean Shapiro. This is Ask a Traffic Cop. It's this, daily show on the internet that allows you to ask a traffic cop questions, and I'm that traffic cop. So let's get this show on the road. If you're new to this, you can ask questions through the Q&A functionality on TikTok, on Instagram, and I already see questions piling up in there. If you are on YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, or Facebook, you can ask questions using the chat button there. If you send it, it will show up. I see a message from Jacob already with a happy Tuesday. He's coming in from YouTube. It all goes to one place when it's on that fancy thing. Now, if you're on Twitter, my apologies in advance. Your questions won't be seen, but if you go to trafficcop.ca or the link tree on those accounts on Twitter, you can actually find your way to our other platforms to watch it with full functionality, so you can ask your questions and get them answered. I am so happy. I'm so happy because Q&A works again. We went months without Q&A on TikTok, and it was fixed. And now that it's fixed, I can do stuff. Let's see here. It's what do we got here? We have Danny with a question. It says, hello, will you be at the SC graduation? Special Constable graduation? I don't know. I haven't been invited. Maybe I should be. I'm a former Special Constable. Let's see here. And I would certainly attend if I was asked to, but I have no plans. When is it? I need to know when it is. Okay. Okay. Natalie says, my son was hit in Canada's Wonderland on Saturday, like in the parking lot in a collision. And the question is to report. So that was in York Region, if that's where it took place. And if it was a collision in the parking lot, you can certainly report it. Depending on the amount of damage or if there was injuries, different requirements kick in. No charges would be laid in private property unless it was related to stunt driving or dangerous driving. But certainly reporting it is good. Their collision reporting center might be the place to go. But it depends on what you're talking about. There might be something else at work. Let's see what's going on. Before we get too far into more questions, I want to just address that thing I do every day, talking about Vision Zero Enforcement Team. Those group of officers in Toronto who go out and enforce the Highway Traffic Act to change driver behavior one ticket at a time. They give out tickets, not hugs. Doesn't always make people happy, but it does make our roads safer. How do they do that? They go out into divisions that are selected by our analysts, and they focus on driving behaviors. Choices, behaviors, it's people choosing to be dangerous. Those are people who choose to speed, drive aggressively, drive distracted, or drive impaired. They go out there and they hope to give someone a not so good time in terms of sending them home with a ticket or two. And we hope that forever changes their behavior so that they're safer from that point forward. Now, where are they today? Today they're in 13 Division and 55 Division, and that might mean absolutely nothing to you. But neighborhoods within those divisional boundaries, Yorkdale, Glen Park, Briar Hill, Wychwood, Oakwood, Vaughan, the Beaches, Riverdale, Danforth, East York, those are communities that real people live in, that those real people want to be safe and have the people who come to visit and pass through those areas every day, they want them to be safe too. So if you're in those areas, be especially cautious. But you know what? The easiest way to avoid meeting a Vision Zero enforcement officer or a police officer involved in traffic enforcement is just to not break the law. Don't speed. Don't break the law. It's so simple. It's more simple than we've ever, given it credit for. So that's it. Safe driving. It's a thing. Leo Wife, good morning. Chase, good morning. By the way, Leo Wife is my wife who's watching on YouTube. Kayla Draconis, haven't seen you in a while, buddy. He says, sends greetings and salutations. Chase, I think, was reminding me about VZ, and then I just said it anyway. But Michael coming in from LinkedIn, who wants to know, can you mount a cell phone on those? What just happened there? No, I don't want that on there. We turn that off. Chat overlay. Did I mean to do that on purpose? Okay. So he wants to know if you can mount a cell phone on those WeatherTech cup holders and dial from them in vehicles in motion. I think the WeatherTech cup holder one, I actually have a cup holder that goes in. I have a cell phone mount that goes in my cup holder. You shouldn't be dialing and you shouldn't be interacting with your screen other than to simply answer or hang up if you are driving. Now, driving includes any time you aren't legally parked, according to the HTA. So if you're stopped at a red light, even though your vehicle is not in motion, you're driving. You're responsible for what happens in your vehicle. So that would be a time that you could be charged under the HTA for distracted driving. Distracted driving